Former President Donald Trump is in panic. He is in panic mode. And over the weekend on Saturday, he took to his, favorite outlet.
Truth essential.
And claimed that the government, they're coming for him. They're coming for him, and they're going to arrest him. Oh, okay. Well, so let me show you that post here, which is in all caps because, of course. Now illegal leaks from a corrupt and highly political Manhattan District Attorney's Office, which has allowed new records to be set in violent crime. Has nothing to do with this. And whose leader is funded by George Soros. Really?
Jewish space lasers.
Oh my God. All right. Indicate that with no crime being able to be proven and based on an old and fully debunked by numerous other prosecutors fairy tale, the far and away leading Republican candidate and former president of the United States of America will be arrested on Tuesday of next week. Protest. Take our nation back.
Can't let that happen.
Okay. I guess that's in reference to being arrested. Now, look, let me just calm everybody down and note that this does not mean that he is going to be arrested on Tuesday. Okay. Look, I believe it when I see it. Okay? And by the way, it's just like when I see any sort of indictment, I'll believe it when I see it of the president. Now, according to reports, and this is numerous different reports, but let's go to the Hill, right? This is where I'm going to read from. The post comes as multiple recent signs appear to point to the grand jury Bragg organized, being close to, let me highlight this, possibly filing charges against Donald Trump. These are criminal charges. So now this comes as well as after former Trump attorney Michael Cohen had testified before the grand jury earlier this week, along with, of course, Stephanie Clifford, aka Stormy Daniels, who had met with Manhattan prosecutors. With Cohen's testimony, almost every major figure involved in the investigation has appeared before the grand jury, except, of course, for Donald Trump. They had asked him to show up, and he's like, nah, not going to do it. Trump was invited to testify before the grand jury this week, often an indication that a decision on any charges is coming imminently. Trump's attorney said this week that he was declining the offer. So, okay, there's a lot of speculation going on. There's a lot of excitement going on. But hold. Don't get excited yet. Okay. Trump's attorney, Joe Tacopina. Tacopina? I like tacos. He told the New York Daily News that Trump would not refuse to surrender himself if he is charged in the case. So when we are talking though about like, hey, look, if they do come knocking on the door, he won't refuse to surrender. So that little bit of cause for excitement, but again, cautious optimism, but cautious. Let's be careful. A Trump spokesperson said in a statement that the former president has not been formally notified about charges being filed on Tuesday. So he was basically, his rant on Saturday came from seeing news reports. And from that, he's like, oh, they're coming for me. They're going to come to arrest me. Protest, fight. They said that Trump only knows Bragg decided to, quote, take his witch hunt to the next level through illegal leaks from the Justice Department and the Manhattan District Attorney's Office to media outlets. I haven't seen anything from the Biden Justice Department leaking anything. And I haven't seen anything to note that, or to even come up with the conclusion that the Biden Justice Department has been cooperating with the Manhattan DA in this particular case. So, I don't know. Yeah, I haven't seen anything like that. It doesn't mean that information doesn't exist. Maybe there is some coordination going on because I don't know, Donald Trump has been is being investigated quite heavily. There are several different investigations going on that may involve some sort of coordination or overlap. But again, I haven't seen it when it comes to this alleged campaign contribution, and that's what this is about. Okay, we're all aware that this is about the $130. I'm sorry, $130,000 in hush money that was paid to Stormy Daniels, and that's considered to be an illegal campaign contribution. And so Cohen had made that payment, let's be real, on Donald Trump's behalf, on his behest, and Donald Trump, of course, knew about it. And so Cohen set up this fake company to facilitate the payments to Daniels. He was then reimbursed, and according to court filings, the Trump organization had falsified these documents and called these legal expenses. Oh, well, I was giving money to my lawyer. Legal expenses. And that referenced a legal retainer with Cohen that didn't actually exist. It wasn't a real, thing. So, and it just happened to, happen before the election, before the campaign, the 2016 campaign. So, and it seems like something that Trump would want to keep quiet. Yeah, come on. No, totally. He totally, knew about these payments, directed Cohen to do these payments. Again, this is my opinion. This is based on what I can see. I'm not a legal expert. I'm not a judge or anything like that, but I'm just giving you my opinion, right? So I think he did it. Absolutely. And Trump being in panic mode kind of backs that up a little bit. The reaction says it all. I mean, the first thing that he did on Saturday, without even being notified of an arrest or an indictment on Tuesday, called for another January 6th. Come on. Not smart. We got to protest, take our country back. Look, that's vague, obviously, but also not subtle. The result is what a lot of people, or I should say the result of a lot of people fearing what could happen if there was such a thing. And, we'll have to see what happens on Tuesday. But the courtroom, not taking anything to chance here, they're already setting up security. According to The Hill, workers were seen unloading steel barricades from a New York Police Department truck, stacking them outside the courthouse, as well as the Manhattan District Attorney's offices in Lower Manhattan. So they're getting ready for Trump supporters to show up and, protest. And if it's peaceful, that's totally fine. They can do that. But they're prepared for not so peaceful. Look, bottom line though, for me, do I see Trump being arrested on Tuesday? No, I don't. Mainly, I think it's because there's still testimony that is happening as we speak today. There is another witness that has been called to testify before the grand jury. They meet on, I believe, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And so it's unlikely that they're going to make a decision today. Maybe later on this week, but definitely not today. So everybody hold on. There will not be an arrest as far as I can, seeing on Tuesday. So let's all kind of calm down.